My name is Guinness, and
My name is Mercy.
Hi, it's Olivier.
what is economic problem?
Very good question.
First, I'm gonna explain what economics is. Economics is the social science that studies the production, distribution, and consumptions of goods and services. One of the core concepts in economics is economic problem. And economic problem refers to the scarcity of resources related to the unlimited want and the needs of society. Basically, this means there isn't enough resources to satisfy everyone's needs. The economic problem arises because resources are limited. It is a central challenge facing all society, and whether they are developed or developing. These resources can include labor, land, capital, entrepreneurship. Land refers to the natural resources. Labor refers to people who produce goods and services. Question 2. What are the three questions any economic system must answer? The first question, what produce, asks about the distributions of resources towards different goods and services. In a market economy, this decision is made by individuals and firms through the price mechanism, which reflects the preferences and the values of the customers. The second question, which is how to produce, concerns the method and the technology used in the production process. This question is closely related to the first question, as the production method chosen will impact the distribution of resources towards goods and services. In a market economy, decisions of how to produce is made by firms seeking to maximize the profit. And the third and final question, which is for whom to produce, so who to produce to. This asks about the distributions of goods and services among different members of society. In a in a market economy, this is determined by the purchasing power of individuals, which is determined by their income and wealth. So I'll reach there.
Question 3. How does the functioning price system perform the market clearing function? The functioning price system performs the market clearing function by modifying prices in response to variation in supply and demand. A market clearing function is the process of figuring out the prices at which the amount of goods supplied and the number of goods sought are equal. Prices typically decline when a good supply outpaces its demand, which encourages consumers to buy more of the goods and producers to go back on production. On the other hand, prices typically climb when the goods demand outpaces supplies, which motivates producers to expand their output and consumers to buy less of the goods. There are neither shortages or surpluses of a good on the market when prices are fixed at the market clearing level. All buyers who are willing to pay the market price can purchase the goods, and all sellers who are ready to sell the goods at the market price can do so too. Question 4. What are the key differences between perfect competition and monopoly? In a monopolist market, companies are price makers because they set the price of the goods and services. Prices for goods and services are typically high in this type of market because businesses enjoy complete market dominance. Companies control a majority of the market, which makes entry and departure point challenge. While in a perfect competition market, prices are set by supply and demand. No company has enough market control in a totally competitive market. All businesses take prices from other businesses. Businesses in a total competitive market have a tinier market share in contrast to a monopolistic market. A perfect competitive market, in contrast to a monopolistic one, contains numerous buyers and sellers, as well as the option for consumers to pick where they purchase their goods and services. Monopolistic and full competitive marketplaces are very different from one another in terms of market shares, price regulation, and entry barriers. In a monopolistic market, one business controls all aspects of the market, including prices and supply level for goods and services, and so much on. A perfectly competitive market has many firms as opposed to a monopolistic market, which has only one firm. In the monopolistic and perfectly competitive market, supply, demand, and prices vary. In the real world, no market is either monopolistic or perfectly competitive. The two different types of markets are combined in every real world market.
What happened if government, instead of the market, decided how much fast food employees got paid?
Government were to decide how much fast food employees get paid, it will essentially mean implementing a minimum wage law or changing the existing minimum wage law. And if the government were to increase the minimum wage for fast food employees, it will likely have some consequences like a potential job loss to offset the increased labor costs and more. Decide how much fast food employees should be paid is a complex and controversial issue that involves various economic and social factors. Some argue that raising the minimum wage will help reduce poverty and income inequality, while others argue that it could result in higher unemployment and increased costs for businesses.